International speech contestant number 3, Ivan Bay. The Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness, contestant number 3, Ivan Bay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. The Pursuit of Happiness. Today I'm going to talk to you about the pursuit of happiness, how to obtain happiness, and how to sustain happiness in your entire life. What is happiness? Well, happiness is defined as the state of being glad, delighted, or pleased over a certain thing. Now, this thing could be watching birds fly, skipping rocks, exercising, or just being with a loved one. If those are the things you're doing, or similar things, that's happiness. Now, how do you obtain this happiness in your life? That's the easy part. Obtaining happiness is easy. There are a million things in this world that can make us happy, right? That's easy. Well, to obtain happiness, you do those things in life that bring you happiness, no matter what they are. You go out and you explore life. There's a disclaimer I like to add with that, though. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, or it's not against the law. But you go out and you explore the world, and when you find that thing that makes you happy, you grab it and you internalize it and make it yours so that it's available to you when you need it. That's what happiness is, and that's how to obtain it. You know, when I talk about happiness, this subject, people often ask, Ivan, what if I run out of things that can make me happy? How do I find more things? I tell them, just explore. Keep exploring. Volunteer. Find out what your friends like. Join a meetup group. For example, about 4 years ago, I had a friend invite me to a charity golf tournament. Now, at this point in my life, I'd never played golf in my life. Didn't own golf clubs, never set foot on a golf course. But I went. It was a charity golf tournament. So I said, I'll do it. At the end of that golf tournament, I fell in love with golf. And I've been playing golf to this day. Even though I'm not good, terrible. But you know what? I fell in love with it because it makes me happy. So, we've defined what happiness is. I've told you how to obtain it. How do you sustain this happiness? So that when you need it, you can grab it. Well, I believe there's one key to sustaining happiness. There's a key to sustaining it, so it's available to you. And I'm going to share that with you. But before I do, let's take a little detour. You ever heard of a person who's won the lottery? They were broke and poor. They hit the jackpot. Now they're wealthy. Only to hear about them a few years later. They're broke. All the money's gone. Back where they started from. Well, how about that professional athlete? They amass millions of dollars throughout their playing career. They retire from professional sports. And you read about them in the newspaper a few years later. Bankruptcy. Well, what those two people have in common is they've obtained something called wealth, but they didn't know how to sustain it. So when they needed it, it was gone. And that's what happiness is sometimes with people. They obtain it, but if you don't know how to sustain it so it's available to you, you can't be happy. You have to know how to sustain it. Now, I promised you I'd share with you the key to sustaining happiness. Now, write this down if you can. In order to sustain happiness in your life, you have to make peace with the past and you move forward. Make peace with the past and move forward. Now, did I say forget the past? No. We know we can't forget the past. This brain is so complex, we'll never forget those things that hurt us and grieve us, those disappointments. But we can make peace with those things and move forward in our happiness. For example, Monday, you're having a horrible day, thinking about that job you didn't get, that relationship that didn't work out, or that loved one that you lost. Tuesday, you wake up, you're still not having a good day. Wednesday, you wake up, you say, you know what? I'm going to make peace with the past. I'm going to make peace with the past, and I'm going to move forward in my happiness. So you do what you enjoy doing. You wake up, you exercise before you go to work because it makes you happy. You go to work, you have a great day because it makes you happy. Then you come home from work, you fix your favorite meal because it makes you happy. And then before you go to bed, you watch your favorite TV show because that's what makes you happy. But look, Thursday comes, you're not having a good day. But Friday, your friends are calling you. They're saying, hey, let's go out after work. You say, I'm going to make peace with the past, and I'm moving forward in my happiness. I want to share a scripture in the Bible with you. It goes a little something like this. There's a time to cry, and there's a time to laugh. There's a time to grieve, and there's a time to dance. There's a time for everything, my friends. There's a time for everything. As I close, I want to leave you with this thought. You will always run out of time in your life before you run out of things that can make you happy. Think about that. You run out of time before you can run out of things that can make you happy, because there are so many things in this world that can make you happy. So when you decide to make peace with the past and move forward, I want you to laugh like you've never laughed before. And I want you to dance like you've never danced. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.